Hello, I'm going to take you through a few options for how to improve active hip flexion with a bent knee, both the strength in pulling up and strength driving down while you're in deep hip flexion. So first, I like to find a position at which you can stand and actually put your foot on something so we can get in touch with these regressive tissues that we use for pulling, contracting. So think about just trying to pull your knee up as high as you can and letting go. Feel the hip flexors work, feel your abs work a little bit, feel any potential stretch you get here. Okay, I want you to feel that. Get in touch with those tissues. GITWTT. I think that worked. Spell it out. I think it's right. All right, so now if you can do that, then I want you to find a position that's a little bit more challenging, so a little higher, where you could sink down. And we're going to lean in to get into maximal hip flexion, trying to close this angle here. Now from here, we can hold this stretch for a little bit, but then what I want you to do is try to actively drive your foot down, what we call a PAIL's contraction. So we're going to work on creating strength, creating force, pushing down as if you're trying to propel yourself up, but you're not actually going to move. So in order to help you generate this contraction, you can do a couple things. You can kind of hang on your leg like this so that you're not letting yourself push up. I like to use a strap or a pillow or something, a towel, and put it under my foot so I can pull with my hands. So as I push down with my foot, I'm pulling with my hands. All right, so those forces are fighting each other. It'll allow me to get a much stronger drive down. Okay, so what I want you to do is push, create a lot of tension and force, and then you can relax. And you can repeat for sets of 15 to 20 seconds at really high efforts to create more strength and ability to drive while you're in deep hip flexion. Then you can also work on pulling up from here. So I could get into a position, try to stabilize with my hands or hold on to something else, and see if I can lift my knee. Oh, it's really hard. So this is right about at my limit. So can I lift my knee and lift my foot up off of whatever it's on by contracting these tissues that I had you get in touch with in the very beginning? If you can't, you can come up a little bit, see at what point you can, like that. If you're working on something specific like rock climbing, which someone asked me about, and you need different angles, you can play around like this. So I can go here, maybe like this. Maybe I want to turn my torso because I'm working on some specific position like this. So deep hip flexion, knee is a little bit straighter, and then I want to create force here. So I'm pulling and pushing with my foot. All right, creating a strong isometric contraction. Okay, and then I can also work on actively lifting from here. I can't do it. But even if you can't create movement, you can get these tissues working. I'm going to work on pulling as if I'm trying to lift up like that. So by stretching, by driving down, by pulling up, over time, we can both increase our strength in this position and increase our total range of motion, both passively and actively. And I should mention, after you've done all this, then to really capture greater active control, you can pull and let go. All right, that's a passive range hold, helps us gain greater active control. You can also do something like this, which I find to be a little bit more challenging. Really close this angle, hug, come up, let go and try to hold. Whew. Terrific. So for this hip flexion, we have another option. You can put your foot up on a bench, and I really love this option because it gives us something to hold on to create an even stronger force. So what I like to do is one knee down, one leg up, lean in, and from here, I simply pull with my hands as I drive down with my foot, and it allows me to develop strength in this really big position that's challenging for me to even get into. If this is a little too extreme, you can of course lower whatever you're stepping on, or if that's not possible, you can put another block or something else under your leg so you can adjust the position. But having a bench or something like that that has a bottom you can grab can help you create a much stronger contraction.